Cool Cat 700 here, and today we're gonna go through the Hyrule Castle Depths all the way to where the final battle is. And now, if you want to do this early in the game, you can. You need to stock up on regular and Sunday line meals because we're gonna probably take definitely some gloom and regular damage along the way. We need a few strong weapons, swords and bows. You can check out the Cool Cat 700 video on Hyrule Castle in the Sky on how we could obtain those. And then we're ready to go on in. So if we just go north of the North Gatehouse, make sure we've got some food, and then we can jump on into the depths. Now when we get to the bottom, you have to go towards this lake, and if you jump on the left side there, you could see there's a couple of lakes. But if you go on the left side here, you can stop. There's a little up on this up here on the hill. You can stop where there's no gloom, and there's these horriblins, but you can get them where you can isolate them, and you also up high. If you keep arrowing them, you can shoot. You can fight a couple of them at a time, and then when they try and attack you, they can't quite get you up here. So this is a good way to take some of them down. There's like 5 or 6 of these guys that'll attack you, and if you fight them all at once, it's a bit of a recipe for a very tough fight or disaster. So this way you can get them. Try and get the shots in the head if you can to take them out. There, oh, we got him down, and got another one out of there. So then you get them, and then once you have that, you can jump down onto the bottom once you have some of them dead. And there's a few of them still up there throwing rocks at us, so the rocks do gloom damage. So it's a little bit, you just gotta make sure we use those Sunday line meals if we take too much damage, so that we can restore our hearts. Try and take them out one by one on the top of the hill there. Here we're gonna restore some health here, as we're getting pretty low in terms of heart count. There we go. We're taking this guy out. Yeah, we got him in the head. Now the other thing you can do is if you get them down on the ground, we've got a royal claymore here with the black Lizalfos horn. So if you hit them twice, they fall down. And so we've got them finally beaten, so we can get like black Horriblin horns for fuse. There's Horriblin guts. There's a bunch of good stuff here that we can pick up. And once we get all that stuff, we want to climb up where those Horriblins were, and keep climbing up. And then we're going to run into some electric keys here. And these electric keys are a real pain in the butt. If they hit you, there's a good chance you'll drop your weapon. So just want to try and stay back if we can. One of them got us there, but we got lucky. So we'll whack a couple of them down there. And try and take out the last 2 of them here with our arrow. They can be a bit tricky to get at. We got that guy. One more left here. If we stay up top, once again, it's a bit of a better perspective versus going down and fighting them all at once. And so I think we finally got these guys. We're gonna head down and pick up their wings and eyeballs here. There we go. We got that stuff. And then if we head to the left here, then we'll be ready to approach the Lynel and fight the Lynel. So now we're going to take a couple seconds and just go through our strategy for this Lynel. So we want to make sure we have a strong one-handed weapon, like we got a royal broadsword with a black Lizalfos horn here, and then that way we can use our shield to block some of his attacks. We want to get bow shots in from a distance, preferably at the head. If he charges us, we want to target and jump right. If he uses a sword attack, or a headbutt, target and jump back. Then we can get in a flurry rush, hopefully. If we get down to take any damage, we want to restore to max health, so the next time he hits us, he will not kill us. And we want to use an attack boost meal if we have one, just to get a little bit of extra attack power. So now we want to jump down here. We're going to bring out our Royal Guard's bow and try and give him a couple shots here early on in the fight. We're going to try and get him in the head if we can, so then that way he'll be stunned for a while. There we did. Now just keep firing with this Royal Guard's bow at him, and get some really good shots at him. And so now he's back to his senses. He's gonna come. When he does that, target him and jump over his sword. He's gonna do that again, and we got lucky there. We can do a flurry rush, and so if we can do that, then we can get a bunch of hits in with our sword. A couple more there, and then he likes to sort of set and come at his sword. And when he does that, target him and jump back, he's probably going to do this again and just do the same thing. And you should be able to get flurry rushes on him if you do that. Now he's doing something different. When he puts his legs up like that, he's going to do this headbutt. And so you want to jump back there, and if you got a bit of time, so get him in the head, and then you can jump on his back here and get a whole bunch of hits in. He's now going to come at us again. This time we're going to shield his attack. That's the other thing you can do when he does his sword stuff, is just use your shield. He's coming at us now. Get out of the way. We're going to give him a couple more bow shots here as well while he's turned the other way. Now he's going to do his fire damage. Just run away from it. It's probably the best way there too. We're going to try and get a couple more shots in while he's running around. Now he's coming at us again. We're going to do, once again, target and jump right, and so we can get a flurry rush on him. So a couple more hits, and he's pretty close to the damage here. We can block his shots with his bow or jump back, and then one final hit, and he's done. So now we've got him killed. It's a good beat him, so that's good news. Now we're going to pick up the spoils here. So there's a saber horn there that we want to get, Lynel hoof, some guts, large crystallized charge, we'll take that, a savage Lynel bow, his mace horn, we really want to get that, a savage Lynel shield. So we'll pick these guys up, get some real good stuff. He was carrying a royal broadsword, so we're going to put that into our inventory here, and then we'll fuse it right away. And so go get the shield here, and then once we get that, we're going to start with the saber horn, and so we'll fuse that with the royal broadsword. And you can see that it has a 44 upgrade. Then we're going to use the mace horn with a royal guard spear, and that gives 40 upgrades. So we get it, but with the 15 it gets it up to 55, so gives us two really good upgrades here early on in the game that we can use going forward. Now we want to continue through the Hyrule Castle Depths. So if we go over to the far side there and jump up to the top, we can go across a little bridge there. It gives out, and but it's not the end of the world. We got to jump down to the very bottom, and if we go now into the opposite room, there's just got to watch. There's these big boulders, big blocks that come down, and if we stack all three of them together, we can then climb up these, and we want to look over where there's a ledge sticking out, and we want to fly over to that. So when we see the one with the ledge sticking out, fly over and climb up to the top of that one, and then we get on an intermediary platform. We want to go across to the other side, and then you want roughly where this malice or gloom is along the wall there, that's where you want to go, and use that, and then jump up. And if we jump up there and make our way just to the left, like we've got one wheel and one upgrade there of stamina, it's enough to get to the top. If not, we need to use a stamina meal, and then we keep working around and just going down the path here. And then we run into, we're going to run into some enemies up ahead here. Oh, there's these frozen ice likes. And so what I find is just to get a fire fruit here, try and give that guy a shot just to get, there's three of them, so we want to get one of them so it's not going to bug us. And then just try and work our way through here. We want to make sure we don't have a great weapon, or try and have our worst stuff in here, because they might get you. Like that guy, oh, he got us, so shoot, because of the ice ones will freeze you and get in. So he took our blue Lizzle Reaper, which isn't the end of the world. And so if we work through it here, we're going to get some additional food here to restore some hearts, and then we're going to try and take out these ice geese that are a real pain in the butt. They're giving us a hard time here. So we're going to try and take these guys out once we unthaw here. And we've got that guy. We got the other guy. Now keep going across here. We'll jump down there just to get out of the lake site. And then if you go to the other side, there's a whole bunch of platforms that go from up and down and they've got these Lizalfoses. So here's a black Lizalfos. We're gonna go take this guy out right now and give him a bunch of shots here. There we go. We got him. So pick up what he left out. Now we got to jump down. There's this big chasm here, and There's enemies along the side here, so don't let that scare you too much. And you want to go down to the second level from the bottom. On the bottom, there's a silver and a black Lizalfo, so you can see those guys there. So you don't want to go to those guys, you want to stay on the second level. And then what we want to try and do here, we can pick up those arrows that are sitting there, they'll probably come in useful, is if we go to the other side here, we'll go to the other side here, and we should be able to take these guys out. Now on this ledge, we're going to want to try and take out the black Lizalfos here first. So we've got the steel Lizzo bow. We're going to try and shoot him, and if we can get him going, he might be like, we're going to try and get him to come up so we can isolate him. The silver Lizalfos is a bow, so it's going to likely to stay back a bit more, so we're going to keep trying to get this guy. It looks like he's making his way up. Oh, there, he made it up, but he's isolated, so now we got a spear. We can whack him a whole bunch here, so we give him a whole bunch of whacks. There we go, we got him. So now we're going to go and get what he dropped here, pick up his horn and talons and some zonite, and then we got to go fly over to this silver guy. And we should use the Royal Claymore on this silver guy so that two-hand weapon works well. First we're going to give him a couple bow shots here and hopefully get him back. And then we can go and we've cornered him, and then what you can do is whack him twice, and 2 hits and he's down. So when he comes up, you just keep whacking him, and he just can't gather himself to be able to fight you. So we'll take him down. And this is a pretty easy way to beat this silver Lizalfo. It's way easier when there's only one of them. And a couple more hits, and there we go. He's done. So now we got that, and then we're gonna go over, and we got his horn, and we're gonna go to the other side of the area here. Got a couple arrows, and there's a mighty zonite longsword over there, and a bunch of other items. So we're gonna get some of this mighty zonite stuff. Mighty zonite shield, we'll take that guy. If we go to the other side, there is a mighty construct bow, and there's also a mighty zonite sword. So some really good zonite weapons over there. We go to the other side, or on the way back, we should take these guys out first. There's these choo-choos, and they can be a little bit of a pain. So we'll take them out, and then we got to go get the there we go. So there's the basically the flying platform that we can use. And so if we put on there should be a fan and a rocket, and then we can use this create an aircraft here that we can use to fly across this. There's basically a little bit of a area in the bottom that we don't want to get to because there's some gloom hands, so we don't want to fall into this pit. We just want to fly across. And so here we go, we hit that, we can fly across it, and then go, and now we run into this silver moblin, and if we use a Royal Claymore, 2 hits will knock him down. Let's just hit him and go by him. Probably not worth fighting him. And we can go down further in here. Now we've got to the Forgotten Foundation, so it's we're starting to get further into the Hyrule Castle Depths here, and a lot of glowing light around there. If we look down, there's a silver bokoblin, so he's sitting there. We're going to try and give him a few shots here. Looks like he's guarding the path on the way down, so we're going to have to fight this guy, looks like. And keep arrowing him. Oh, he came over here. Oh, no, he got us, so we're going to have to probably get a bit of, heal ourselves, heal the gloom hearts, and get some other heart power there. There we go, so we got that stuff. And one more meal food, now we're fully healed, and now similarly we can use the Royal Claymore like what we did on that silver Lizalfo, so 2 hits and we can knock him down. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, and there we go. So he's done. So we'll get his horn, we can get his guts, we can get, there's a Royal Broadsword there as well, we could pick up as well if we want. And then we're going to keep cruising further into the depths here. And if we keep going down to the next level, there's look in here, there's a bunch of redeads, and so we just want to run to the other side of the room, and on the other side of the room there's a rock, so we're gonna have to fuse this rock to one of our weapons and then use it to break through, because there's these rocks here, and so we gotta break through these rocks so we can keep continuing on in our journey. And oh, we made it through. They're probably getting close, but get through the bottom here, and then if we look over, we can see it looks like it's the same room that Zelda and Link, when we started the game, they were in. And so there's the rocks that were in the way of the mural. So now we're gonna go and we're gonna whack we can get the passage open there. We'll check out, look at the rest of these murals. There's that one. There's that one, and we can look up at it, and it looks fairly scary in terms of these pictures here. Some eerie stuff. So so we're gonna take a look at that mural, and then we're gonna go down and continue further on and see what it is. And now if we keep going down, there's literally, we get to the bottom here, and we get to a little platform where we can jump down for the final fight. Or sorry, not yet. There's the imprisoning chamber that we gotta go. So we can jump down here to the final fight, but it's still in the imprisoning chamber. There's still a bit of a walkway we gotta go through. So if you just keep jumping down to the very bottom, yeah, there's one more level here, so there's a torch there if we need it, but keep cruising along, and then if we go to the very end of here, we can get ready and jump down, and there's the little platform to jump off for the final boss fight.